Maybe we'll just put a happy little seedling over here. Hey everybody, my name's Josh Painter. Welcome to the Happy Seedling. What is the Happy Seedling? Well, it's just kind of a beginner's series of videos that I think will help you with Chia a little bit. Let's just jump right into the first episode where we're going to talk about the wallet itself. So what is the Chia Wallet? If you have it loaded up and you've been using it, you know it shows you your balance. You can see how much Chia you have, if you have any. You've seen maybe the cats that you can get, the different tokens. Maybe you've seen those in your wallet as well. But what's going on behind the scenes? What is in your wallet? If you think of a normal wallet, you think of just a collection of bills maybe, or coins. Maybe a purse that holds coins or bills as well would be similar. But it's something that holds physical tokens of value, right? Whether they're paper bills or coins. It holds these things of value, and you can't really separate them, and you can't really break them down any further than they already are, right? If you have 5 $1 bills, you can't snap your fingers and make a bunch of quarters out of those $1 bills. You have to exchange those $1 bills with somebody else to get quarters. Same thing for a $10 bill going down to 10 $1 bills, etc. So in your wallet, you hold some bills and some coins, and you're kind of stuck with those specific denominations. You also don't have an easy way to just quickly see how much is in your wallet, right? You have to kind of count through it, look through your bills, count up your coins, to know exactly how much money you have. Let's just move along here. So let's talk about the wallet concept versus your bank account. And we're going to have these two kind of fight it out here. So what we've already mentioned, kind of some of the physical characteristics of a wallet. It's something that has physical things in it, and you can't really break those things down anymore unless you go to the store and buy something and make change. Now, an account is different, right? It's got some different properties that were meant to make things a little bit simpler. So we're going to kind of compare some of these attributes between a wallet and an account and see if we can figure out what are the differences and why we might use one versus the other. All right, so let's just go down the list here. So wallet versus account. Let's take a wallet first. So we talked about this already. It stores coins and bills. You've got to make change. You can't just magically snap your fingers and make smaller coins or bills, or bigger coins and bills for that matter. You've got to exchange it somehow. And the user gets to choose those denominations. So you get to choose how many bills of what sort you keep in your wallet. That could be a good or bad thing. If you are trying to carry a lot of money, then you don't want small bills. You would want large bills. If you are trying to purchase lots of different items, maybe you do want small bills because you don't want the clerk to have to break your large bills. So you get some choice there, but that also introduces complexity, right? So you have to kind of, again, like we said, you have to keep track almost in your head of about how much money you have. If you've got a lot of these loose bills and change in your wallet, you can't easily just look at a balance and see how much you've got. You've got to kind of sort through it. Jumping over to the account side, the account will store your ledgers and balances, of course. So now you've got an easy way to just look at those and see exactly how much you've got at any one time. All of your transactions are stored in a nice top-down view by date and exact amounts, so you can see exactly what you spent when and where, using usually your Visa debit card or something like that, or even cash withdrawals if you do that. There's no change tracking, and by change here I don't mean in the data model or programming sense. I mean change in the money sense. So if you don't need to make change in the account model because you can send the exact amount you need to somebody. So there's no concept of change making just because there's no need for it. We've abstracted the change away in the account model. And again, same thing with denominations themselves. So we don't really have a concept of dollar bills and $5 bills and $10 bills in the account model. Don't need them. Every record can be its own exact amount, and those records don't need to be split into any further denominations because they're the exact amounts we need in the first place. So at first glance, it seems like accounts are better, right? They're simpler, they're easier to just look at your balance, and yeah, that's one of the main reasons we live in an account-based world. Your bank account looks like this. Everything else, it's very easy to track, and everybody gets it. So why do we say the wallet, or the Coinset model in this case is what we're going to call it? Why do we say the wallet wins? When I say Coinset, this is the first term you're going to learn here. The Coinset model is that wallet model. So Chia uses what's called the Coinset model, and it uses this concept of coins or tokens, and these coins each have a denomination, a value. Those denominations can be whatever you want, of course, but still they have specific values. So other blockchains you might be familiar with actually do use the account model, and there are pros and cons for both. But for our purposes, we're going to say the Coinset model wins, and you'll see why here in a minute. The additional complexity is actually worth it in this case. So let's move right along and see what we've got here. So let's talk about your wallet. We're going to try to visualize your wallet using this Coinset model. So if you imagine your wallet as just a big grid of cells, like almost columns and cells in a worksheet, you've got a bunch of different coins here, and I'm going to start drawing now maybe. So in this case, we've got a couple different coins here that all represent different values. So you've got, in this case, in our example here, you've got 6 coins in your wallet, and each one of these coins, as you see down here, represent different values as we go through these different cells. So this, if you just start here and you say, okay, I'm looking at my wallet, I see these coins that I've got in my wallet. Each one of these coins is worth this amount. This kind of makes sense. This is exactly how your Chia wallet works. So your Chia wallet, even though when you look at it in the user interface, it shows you your balance, what it's actually doing is it's looking through the entire blockchain and looking for your coins in that big pile of coins, and it's adding them. Once it finds your coins, it keeps track of them in your wallet, and it adds them all up, and that shows you your balance. So in this case, your wallet may be, let's see, 1.25, that's 1.5, 1.65, 1.789, 2.8, I'm horrible at math on the fly. So this is somewhere like 2.7. This is, adds up to 2 plus Chia. So you're going to count is going to show something like that. And what I just did here, this actually kind of shows the trouble. I'm not very great at math in my head, so I can't even, just looking at this, easily tell exactly how much I have. That's why we have the wallet that does that for us. So it actually combs through your wallet and figures out exactly your amounts that you've got here. Okay, so this all makes sense so far, I think. But why is this better? Why do we use this instead of just the normal account model? Well, let's start getting into actually what happens when we would spend some Chia. And to spend a Chia, we're really just sending it to someone else, right? So let's go to another scenario here, and we're going to actually send 1 Chia to somebody else. So we've got our same wallet here, and we're going to send them 1 Chia to their wallet. Now, in their wallet, they've only got 0.1 Chia right now, so they're going to be very happy that we're sending them some money. But remember, we've got this kind of crazy setup in our wallet. We do have at least 1 Chia here, but it's 1.25. We don't want to send them all of that. And we can't easily just send them an exact amount of other coins. It would be really nice if, we had 4 quarter XCH coins that we could send them. That would be great. But you kind of see the problem here. This is already getting a bit complex. How are we going to send them 1 Chia? We're going to have to send them probably this one, so that's 0.25. This one is going to make it 0.4. Oh, but we can't do this because now it's going to be 1.05, so that's not going to work. We could do, let's see, so 0.4, 0.8. We'll do that one, and then, so now we're up to 0.8, we need 0.2, but we really don't have that from anything. We're gonna have to send them more than what we actually want to send them. So the best we can do here, it looks like, is to send them actually, what is that, 1.1? So yeah, 0.25, 0.4, 0.8, and then 1.1. So we're going to actually have to send them 1.1 XCH just because of this silly wallet model, or this Coinset model. That kind of sucks. Now, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to ask for change, right? This is relatively simple. This is exactly what you would do in the real world. If you went to the store and you came up with, went up to the counter and your bill was one XCH, and you had a bunch of different smaller bills, then you would give them as much as they need to cover it, and then they were going to give you back the change. So in this case, we're going to expect back 0.1 XCH from them once we send them 1.1 XCH. Okay, so at the end of this transaction, we're going to end up, let me change colors here so we can kind of get an idea. So we're going to spend this one, we're going to spend this coin, we're going to spend this coin, and we're going to spend this coin. And we're going to create a brand new coin. Actually, we're going to create two. And this is where it gets interesting. So we're going to create, first of all, let's go ahead and give ourselves a change. We know we're going to have to get back 0.1. So let's go ahead and give ourselves 0.1 XCH and change so that everything adds up. So now we know we've got our math will add up, at least, at the very least, right? We're going to send them 1.1. We're going to get back 0.1. So we know that we've only sent them, we've only been debited 1 overall. Okay. We're also going to send them a coin worth 1 XCH. So at the end of the day, what we've done here is we've spent these 4 coins, and we've created 2 brand new coins. Of those 2 brand new coins, we sent one to our friend that we owed 1 XCH to, and we just gave ourselves back 0.1 into our own wallet to make ourselves whole. So this is the basic Coinset model. Again, we still haven't talked really about the advantages of this. We're still talking a little bit about the complexity of it, but we will get into that in later videos for sure. For now, I just want to really make sure you understand this, how all this works in your wallet, because this is actually happening behind the scenes every time you send something, or you send a transaction, or you receive a transaction. So let's move along here. So this would be a simple, relatively simple 1 XCH spend that had kind of, a messy amount of change. Here's some bonus content. How would offer files work in this whole scenario? Offer files are kind of interesting because it's really just an exchange both ways. And if you're not familiar with offer files, I'll probably do a video on that as well that kind of describes that and walks through those. But if you've already used offer files and now you're kind of wondering how do offer files work with the wallet, let's talk about that real quick. It's kind of interesting. So again, we're going to have kind of the same scenario here, but notice now we've got some interesting little tweaks here. So CATMOS coin, I'm actually a creator of CATMOS, so we'll use CATMOS as an example here. You know that you can store different CAT tokens in your wallet. So in this example, I've got my coins I had before, plus I've got 1,000 CATMOS. My friend has the 0.1 that they had before, and they have 1,000 Space Bucks, SPX. So I would like to make an offer. I would like to offer them 500 of my CATMOS, and I want back 500 Space Bucks, but I also want back that 0.1 XCH. Now, of course, I don't know that they have that. I'm just using this as the example. But I know what I've got. I think my CATMOS is worth it, so I think I can get 500 Space Bucks and 0.1 XCH for my 500 CATMOS. Now, notice again, I've got actually 1,000, and I've got a single coin in my wallet that's worth 1,000. And likewise, in their wallet, they've got a single coin that's worth 1,000 Space Bucks. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to have to split things up. But here's the trick. I'm going to make this, I create this offer file first, right? I create this in my Chia client. And nothing's actually spent yet. right? It's not actually out there on the blockchain. This is just an offer at this point. It's just a file. It's not even, the blockchain doesn't even know about it. In fact, the only thing that knows about it is your wallet. Your wallet knows that you created this offer, so it knows that it should reserve the coins that it's going to need to execute that offer when it is eventually accepted by our friend here. So what your wallet will do is it will actually say, okay, you created an offer for 500 CATMOS. Well, you've only got one coin of 1,000 CATMOS, so we're going to kind of have to reserve that whole thing. And no one else can do anything with that until this offer file is transacted or executed or canceled. So you see the problem here. You've only offered 500 CATMOS, and because you only have one coin of 1,000 CATMOS, your whole 1,000 CATMOS coin is locked up because we're waiting on someone else to give us change, right? So that may not be good. Now you are effectively locked out of all of your CATMOS instead of just the 500 that you offered. So the simplest way to work around this problem is to send yourself change. So what you could have done before you created this offer file is you could have actually sent yourself 500 CATMOS. And what that would do is it would split this coin. You remember what we just learned a second ago. It's actually going to split this coin into two coins, two new coins that are both worth 500 CATMOS. And then when you make the offer file, your wallet will say, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll just reserve this one then because that's exactly how much I need. And now you can still use this one in your other offers or other transactions or whatever. Now, when you if you do cancel this offer, then of course your wallet says, oh, okay, well then you can use those again and no big deal. We'll get into some more interesting things when we talk about offer files in that episode, but just to help you understand how your wallet works with that, I think this is important. Same thing down here. So this person has 1,000 space bucks. Now the difference is this person is the one accepting it, right? So on their side, they're going to click the accept button, and then right then this coin is going to be split up into 500 S-Bucks as change for this person that's going to go back to their wallet, and then another 500 S-Bucks that will end up in my wallet. So this coin, actually, I should have put this up here. And so their end result is they will have a spent coin of 1,000, so that's no longer valid. They will have one $500 Spacebucks coin, and the other Spacebucks coin went to me. They also spent their XCH, so that went to me too. So now I also have another new coin of 0.1 XCH in my wallet. All right. Okay, well, I hope that all that makes sense. I know it's a lot to take in at once sometimes, but we're trying to just start very simple here, and I really hope this was useful for everybody. So, again, this is the Happy Seedling. Chose that name because I feel like that's a good name for beginners that are just trying to learn Chia. I think you're going to have a great time learning it. I've had a great time myself. You can follow me at Endertown on Twitter or at CatMosCoin on Twitter. So thank you very much, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later.